gas, razors, and mugs of all sizes. No, I was supposed to. Today, was another one where I just stuff I need to do, and then just fall. So, but recently I told Alex I was taking a break from the Discord chat. I'm still gonna join and start making videos, but it's just that she's Zoe, one of my friends. I love her. She's a good friend too, but I live in America, okay? And I've told them that. They know like the state and stuff. But anytime someone is like, oh, like where do you guys live? Or like even mention close to America, and especially if it's like me that does it, she will start to like draw me to America and start scaring a bunch of stuff about it. And it makes me very uncomfortable like for her to basically just for me to basically just be known to her as the person who lives in America. Especially because Alex, the owner of the server, was born in America. Alex is half American. And I told them how I'm Mexican American. I'm born Mexican, but I just was born and raised in America, so I'm Mexican American. And she just ignores the Mexican part, and she just basically treats me like I'm a dumb American. And like I know she's just joking and all that stuff, but it generally makes me uncomfortable to be treated just as American. It's like how do I explain it? It's not necessarily the fact that I don't like being associated with America, but it's just that she makes it seem like that's literally the only feature about me. She because in America. I just feel like I shouldn't have to, because you shouldn't be making the fact that someone lives and was born in America to try to make it their whole personality. And sometimes she'll bring it up at random times, and it genuinely makes me feel like she's like ignoring a big part of me. Because I always tell myself like how I'm Mexican. I try to like make sure I like like because I genuinely love it because of the fact that my my great grandparents only speak Spanish. I try to learn it. I'm not very good, but I try. And I like I'm so open about the fact that I love my Mexican heritage. And she kind of just ignores that and just keeps treating me like if I'm just American. And like she spoke up for me. No, because there's a new person in like our server and stuff. And Alex said, okay, how about we tell each other where we're from, so that way the new person knew. And Alex said how they're everyone said all this stuff. And then when I was typing in saying how I was born and raised in America, but I'm Mexican American, I see that Zoe said something. And then Zoe, thing is, Zoe had already said where she was from, so I was confused on what she was saying. And so I looked, and she said, let me find the actual message so I can recite it. Hold on, Alex is sending me some. Okay. Alex is trying to gamble on something else. Okay, whatever. No, not that. I'm trying to find it. It was in the planning content. I think I'm like looking for it because I remember that was when I decided that I was gonna take a break because it was just getting me so annoyed. So I'm gonna read like the whole conversation that happened out. So Alex said, okay, everyone say where you're from. Zoe said this, Alex said this, and then Zoe speaks up for me. She says John is from America, and then I said, and then I had just said what I was gonna say, where I was born in America, but I'm Mexican, Mexican American. And then at that time, that's when Zoe started spamming like a whole bunch of stuff about America, and then I was pointing out how they're American too, but yet this only happens to me. And then I asked, why am I the only one this happens to when Alex is American? And then Zoe just kept on saying America, like America and stuff to me. And it was kind of pissing me off because I was actually getting so mad because I was sick of I was actually sick of just her doing that, and so I told Alex, like, let me find what I told Alex, hold on. Okay, so I told Alex, I know they're just joking, but can you tell Zoe to stop? It's actually pissing me off, and how I'm the only one this happens to. And yes, while I was just being sensitive, it genuinely makes me upset when someone only thinks of me as American, because me being Mexican is a big part of me because of the fact of the stuff I have to deal with. And once again, Zoe just pushes this. I think is Zoe has to deal with bad stuff too because of the country, of like what happens in the country they're from. I'm not gonna go into specifics since I don't know like all what happens where they're from, and I'm not gonna say where they're from because once again I don't think they want that. I don't know if they want that information out here. I'm fine with saying where I'm from because the USA is genuinely a big place. But I told Alex that, and then Alex said, yeah, okay, Zoe does anything else, I'll tell her to stop. Because at that point, Zoe had already stopped and moved on to something else. And then I told Alex that I was taking a break, mainly just until the end of this week. Because the thing is, I've been getting mad more earlier, and so Alex was saying like, oh yeah, that's fine and stuff like that. But another thing is that it's Zoe. Like, once again, Zoe's a great friend. She genuinely makes me laugh sometimes, but Zoe has been just getting on my nerves because, first of all, if I'm talking, like if I'm trying to talk to someone, like even if it's on call, like I'm just trying to talk and then Zoe cuts me off. I didn't say anything because like, Zoe just wanted to say something. Zoe's younger than me. attention and stuff like that. Because genuinely, kids, like people who are younger than someone, genuinely mainly want attention. I didn't care that much. I was like, okay, that's fine. But then it started getting to a point where if it was me and Zoe on call, even if I was trying to talk to her, she wouldn't listen and she would leave the call. Didn't matter who was on call with, like, before us. Like, if it was like, so I'm using Sunny as an example, me, Sunny, and Zoe, because this has generally happened once. Sunny had to leave for something, and me and Zoe were like, oh, okay. Zoe was still able to be on call. I knew that because she had told Sunny that, and so I was trying to talk to her because, like, I was like, oh well, since Sunny's gone, I still have her to talk to, and so I was trying to talk to her, and then she ignores me and leaves the call, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe she just didn't want to be on call anymore. I'm fine with it because it's genuinely not a big deal. It's just a call. And like maybe something came up. She just suddenly wanted, or maybe she just didn't want to be on call anymore. But then it happens again. And again. And again. Every time the two of us end up being on a call alone, she leaves. Sometimes she'll do it instantly, sometimes it takes her like a minute, but eventually, like, she'll leave quickly. I don't know, it's gonna be like, oh, maybe she prefers when there's other people here. The thing is, she can be on call with, like, other people completely fine. Sunny and her could be on call for so long, just them two, and she can be fine with it. And with the others too. But then suddenly, when it's me and her, she leaves. That's another thing why I took a break from them, is because of the fact that I feel like Zoe is kind of... let me just put this straight. Zoe is kind of the main reason why I left. Like, I know that's like a bad thing to say. Zoe's still my friend, blah, blah, blah. But, like, yeah, she still is my friend. I'm still very much friends with her. But, like, she's way more distant to me. And I've noticed that she started doing that, like, when Alex had said how me and him both felt uncomfortable with how Zoe was calling Sunny Papa. The thing is that Zoe is still fine with Alex, but she's not with me. And I just couldn't handle anymore, so I had to take a break. And like, I think I get it. Zoe probably just doesn't feel like that much of, like, like a friendship like how she does with the others. But like, she could at least, like, literally. The thing is that she's such a good friend towards me. It's just she makes those jokes. She completely ignores the fact of this bad stuff I have to deal with. I mean, oh my goodness, my it's glitchy. But like, I just feel like she doesn't understand all too well what her words really do to me. disregard someone's nationality when, not nationality, someone's like culture, I guess you could say, where they're not where they're from, because I'm not from Mexico. How do I say this without saying it wrong? They shouldn't disregard like ethnicity. I don't know how to say it right, but like race too. Jokes are meant to be funny, and me personally, I do not find any of the jokes she's saying about me to be funny. And I'm not saying this to hate on her or anything, I'm just saying that she wants to be funny, I get that. But the thing is that essentially I'm the target audience and I'm the one she's talking about. And I don't find her actions funny one bit. I don't find it funny how she constantly, and I mean constantly, talks about how I'm American. Acts like I asked to be American. Like I said, she constantly talks about it. And it genuinely makes me so mad. And the thing is, I don't get why, because it's not like I'm not, like, I don't like to be American, I don't want to. Yes, there could be other better things to be, but I don't care about being American. Like, I don't care about it at all. I'm fine with it. I don't really mind. But it gets to a point. It gets to a point where I feel like I'm trying to figure out how to say it without sounding mean. It gets to a point where I don't even like being around her anymore. Yes, she's my friend. Yes, always love her as a friend. But seriously, it gets to a point where all the jokes she makes about me, about how I'm American and stuff like that, it gets to a point where I don't want to physically be around her anymore. Like, genuinely, just being around her kind of makes me, like, not being around her because we live we don't live near each other. But like, I mean, like, talking to her, like, on text and stuff. Like, she's just, I guess she doesn't mean anything by it, but like, I wanna see. But like, it makes me so mad on what she does, on how she just kind of, ignores everything and when I mean everything, I mean everything. I mean, like, I don't think she understands how much I hate it. She doesn't understand how much I hate her just calling me American over and over again. And it's the same exact joke. It's not even like she like has different jokes. It's always the same joke about me being American. The thing is, she doesn't joke. I've never seen her joke about Alex being American. Because you want to know why? Because he doesn't live in America. Every time it's just like, like, even when I just bring up the state of where I live, she brings up America. And I'm sick of it. And like, yes, I couldn't stand it so badly that I had to take a break. I had to take a break just from everyone, just because of how bad I hated it. The thing is, you can't blame me for hating it. Because, like, say you're like, say you live in a state where, like, in a country where you're not proud of it, where you're scared to be there because of the fact that you're a minority there. You don't know what will happen. Because first of all, I'm bisexual, so I'm part of the LGBTQ plus, and then I'm Mexican, so colored, and genuinely, you don't know, because there's literally so many racist people here that you do not know, like, if your day, like, if it's gonna be good or not. Like, almost every day there's a possibility of you getting, like, made fun of, or them calling you slurs and stuff. I mean, hell, one time I told someone how I was bi, because it was like, I don't know why, but like someone had asked me, and they said, oh, so you're like a girl kisser? I mean, like, of course it wasn't that bad, but like, people, like, faggot, like, I've been called that a lot of times because of who I love. And then I've been called, like, so many bad names because of the fact that I'm Mexican. and I kind of pride myself on not letting those names get to me. And it just kind of feels like she kind of erases it. And this is probably just me being like too sensitive, but like it genuinely just makes me mad because it's not even like she tries to whatchamacallit, she like tries to like also like not make them too offensive, and like tries to also kind of make jokes about others. No, specifically, she always makes jokes about me being American. Like, and not always, but like, you know, like she makes them a lot to the point where, well, she made them so much to the point where to the point of where I can't stand it anymore, and I had to leave. I didn't leave, but like I had to take a break for days. I'm taking a break for days because of how much she kind of like bothered me. The thing is, some people say like, oh, you're just being too sensitive. It's not me being sensitive. It's like, well, actually, probably it is me being sensitive. But like, genuinely, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of always being the main, like not the main. Like she's not the other. So like, so like, I'm sick of it. And like, yeah, she's younger than me. I understand she's younger. And I just keep repeating this because of the fact that a lot of people will try to defend them if they're younger. And like, I understand she's younger, like, but like, it doesn't give her a right to make so many jokes about me. And genuinely, it makes me so mad. And I don't know why it makes me mad. It's not like I have a reason to be mad. I mean, everyone says she's just a kid. She doesn't know the full extent to what she's doing. And yes, people have told me that before. What do I want to get out? I think it's just this. Oh, I need to put my disc in here too. Organize everything. I have 2 cats. Oh, and I have a cat. I have 13. I have 3 cats and I have 1. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I guess she doesn't mean harm by it, but like, let's just hold on. Not meaning to like bring harm by it doesn't mean that it doesn't. And like I've said multiple times, I hate it. I hate when she calls me like just like American. Okay, I've been just ranting about this whole thing for 30 minutes straight. I think that's all for today. I'm still gonna try to post regularly. I haven't, but like I'm gonna try to, even though I'm taking a break from the chat. Anyways, or who knows, I might not play for the